Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 10, the Med Gala Payback. Okay, so we start the show. Remember, the ladies are on the girls' trip, and they are going to enjoy this day on a nice little boat. Okay, so while they are doing that and getting themselves together and acclimating, drink some food and that nature, back at home in Atlanta, we got the husbands. And the husbands, normally when the girls do their thing, they kind of do their thing too on the side. So they actually had a day where they get together, shoot a little darts, drink, have a couple foods, or eat, have a couple drinks. And catch up how everybody doing without the wives and kids and da 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 da. King lets everybody know, that his journey with Quad is a journey. Okay, it's up and down, but more so emotionally, with Quad, understandably. But for him, right, he got a little break while she on vacation, but he's not going to let them know that they actually lost the little eggs that they had and that they have to actually start over. He's going to wait till Quad breaks her news to the women first. So right now he's just, everything good, everything cool. We're just waiting to see what happens next. We flip back to the girls on the boat, and Contessa's giving this whole speech about like, ooh, I'm so glad that we're finally coming together. We started off a little rough when we first got here, but it seems like I think we found a little piece here going on. So Heavenly goes over to Simone to get a little hug again, a little snuck a little smooch on the kiss a little bit. Like, ooh, we good, we cool. And Simone is like, not heavenly ask your angel, has she always been angelic? Because, girl, have you always been heavenly? Okay, because we enjoying ourselves now, and, dancing around, having a little kiki, because we cool, in the moment. Back at home, the men actually, the women is texting, mainly Quad, always telling somebody something, telling King what's going on, expressing how, Toya kind of was in the hot seat a little bit, and, the differences between her and Heavenly going on, and this whole campaign things and all that type of stuff. And, Eugene, he always takes it in stride, he knows his wife, like, Toya good, she'll figure it out, she's, whatever, straight. When it comes to Damon and Heavenly, Damon's like, I said Damon's he always got a word of reason as well. To stand up for his wife, like what she's going through, whatever she's going through is a good thing. When it comes to Toya, listen, she come around or rather she don't, support's not support. She showed up, didn't she? And technically that's all we need, Dr. Heavenly will be good with or without her. So back at the boat, Dr. Heavenly decides that she wants to play a little political game, so to speak, hold a mock town hall meeting, okay, to where ladies can ask her any questions politically, and she can have practice in answering said questions, okay? So Brandy asked the first one, and it has to do with her being a reality star on a TV show. How will that affect, her role as a, what is it, district representative or something like that? And Heavenly answers to say that, what she's done on the TV is her, that is her, that's real. But, she can't take it back or nothing like that. So it is what it is. But besides of that, her realness to what her real self is, she has morals, values to, will relate to the everyday person, as well as she's not a felon. Okay. Next question. Dr. Jackie asked her who is her mentor, advisor for this. And she said, "Oh, I have several, but Quad Web Lankster is one of them." And they like, "Oh shoot." I say, "Girl, take the Langsford off. Remember, I'm divorced and everything. Separate. Greg ain't here. Okay. Ooh, sweet tea, don't come after me." But and she kind of fumbles through the reasons why that she picked Quad. She's smart and all these things, and Dr. Jackie in her confessional, like, I mean, sure, but you could have picked Condola Rice, uh, Michelle Obama. Um, who else we got? Listen, you could have called damn goddamn Candace Owens. It don't matter as long as it wasn't Quad. So Angel asks her, like, okay, well, what makes you think you qualified? And she goes into this whole spiel how she's a businesswoman, and she understands this is a business, and she's invested in the community, and whoop de whoop de whoop. And Toya's over there bored, like, oh my god, I'm supposed to be on a yacht having a party, but we gotta sit here and listen to this. And Simone says something, I don't know, but either way, how qualified is she? Okay, I don't know. If this what Heavenly wants to do, this is what Heavenly wants to do. My question though is, she's supposed to be a friend of the show, but I feel like, dang, she's in every episode and she's drama on every episode. Like, I'm guessing they must have filmed this before she decided to run or in the process of it. I don't know. Either way, girl, you could have just been. Oh, maybe they just took her out the intro or something to make it seem like she wasn't the main cast. Cause okay, maybe it was something like that. Cause if you were the intro, you a cast. But if you're not in the intro, then you just a friend of. So it doesn't necessarily mean your screen time. Contessa asked her about her social media platforms and how her personality is on there. It's kind of a bit, so shall we say, angry. So how is she going to navigate or retaliate against her opponents who have negative things to say about her or whatever like that? And of course, Heavenly got a little heated with this. This one kind of triggered her a little bit, coming from Contessa of all people, because this is the reason why y'all fell out, right? And Heavenly was like, "Nah, I ain't about to answer your question. Listen, you must be a low cute-eyed individual. Next question, move on. You over there trying to be messy." And right, like, what was it, Dr. Jackie? Yeah, see, this is 2 strikes already, or was it 3 of you insulting people in the process of trying to do good for the people? Okay, girl, I don't live in the area, but I guess I probably would give you my vote just on the strength of the show. But I don't know. We'll see how it go. Whenever the election stuff happens. Okay, so before the ladies leave home, leave the trip to go back home, they have a quick little discussion about the Med Gala, because this year, since I think this will be the 3rd one, since it started, Dr. Jackie has technically been the leader, but it's been a group collective thing, that they've started or whatever. But Dr. Jackie was technically like the face or whatever, the main helm of it, with a said co-host for each year. Okay. Who was the first one? Was it Simone maybe, or Dr. Heavenly on the first one, and the second one was Phaedra or whatever. Okay. Yeah, and then she kind of flopped a little bit, but whatever happened with that. But this year, Dr. Jackie felt that, okay, let Toya be in charge of some stuff this time, because she always seems to complain about things and she doesn't necessarily contribute to what she thinks that she should be contributing to, which I believe is the whole money pot, because they do give away a check to somebody at the end. I think Toya always thought that her bringing her wine was her contribute and she didn't have to do nothing else. But hey, if this time we give her leadership, let's see if she could be a leader. And in the midst of this, Quad decided this was the perfect moment to tell them that, and I'm sorry guys, I don't want to make this a joke or anything, but the timing of it all, can we say, was a bit off. Okay, okay, that's all I'm saying. And she goes into, her crying and, the babies, and it didn't work out, and ooh, we gotta start all over, that whole little spiel. And I guess we'll just talk about the Gala when we get home. Like, what? It was just, to me, I felt like she probably should have. I thought she was gonna say it like when we went to dinner, like when we're all kumbaya and something like that. But in the midst of arguing about Toya being what she got going on with the Met Gala and can she do it or not, now let me break it up and just to let them know that my IVF journey didn't go as planned. I don't know. It's what y'all think about that, because it was a bit off, but that's quiet, right? Take take all the attention off of Toya or whoever is in the room to bring it back to me. So back at home, we see Toya and Dr. Jackie getting a Med Gala planning on, because Dr. Jackie is keeping Toya together to make sure everything goes smooth and goes right. And Toya, on the other hand, obviously wants the same thing, now that she's actually involved, because that was her problem, I guess, when it came to the other two, is since nobody asked her to help do anything, why does she need to donate any money? I guess was her thing. But she, hindsight is 22 and so she knows she was a little bit wrong when it comes to that, but she gonna make it up, with this year. So next we see Quad and King, and I really hate when the blogs spoil all the real timeness while the show is going on, because we all know that King and Quad have broken up, right? So when we're watching this and we see these scenes with them together, and we see how King is reacting to the IVF journey and how it's kind of one-sided on Quad's side, who really, really wants the baby. For him, he can take it or leave it, and the way she is processing this and going through with her, own emotions, the way he's processing it is a little bit different, and it's a little bit off-putting for us to be watching, because it feels, and it seems from us looking at it outside, looking in, just watching the show, a little insensitive. Okay, so I guess we can kind of understand how the breakup might have happened, obviously, just from seeing just kind of how this is not working, right? It's something in that process, King checked out. But show wise, because remember that's present day stuff, but on the show wise, they're just trying to figure out if they're going to keep on doing the IVF or not. And Quad said, I think we should take a little bit of break. So Dr. Jackie has a photo shoot for her scrub line. She actually has her own little scrubs going on. I forget the name, Dubes or something like that. But hers is a little bit different from Angel's, whereas hers is, we'll say, casual nightlife, I think, because you can maybe, go out to eat afterwards or something like that, and throw your little heels on, something like that, versus Angels is more a little bit, comfort, casual leisure type scrubs. Okay, and all the ladies are involved, the ones who can make, I think Dr. Simone was working, understandable, and help her model out the things, woo, good photographer. And Toya took this opportunity because, hey, we got all the ladies together, let me bring up this Med Gala, because I do want to apologize to everybody, because now that I'm a host, I'm seeing how things are supposed to work, and we'll do it. And when it came to the money, divided by 9 or whatever they did, $2,500 each person. Woo! And it was me who didn't contribute. So, I just wanted to apologize to everybody, and, hopefully this apology will be good enough for y'all to, don't do me like I did y'all, please. And the choir was like, What? Give us a good reason as to why we shouldn't do you like you did us, right? Come on now. And we're going to end this show with the conversation rolling into, you know, how they feeling about Toya, because basically, right, it's now that you're the host, right now you get to feel how it feels to not have other people helping contribute to things, to keep things running smoothly and whoop de whoop de whoop. So yeah, what's stopping us from not helping you out? You know what I'm saying? So Quad said, I mean, I don't know, I might not, I might get the money, I might not, we'll see. And Heavenly was pretty much on the same page when it came to that with her. Like, yeah, girl, because trying to play us right now with this apologies and woo woo woo. You should apologize last year, okay? In the moment when it was happening, or just wrote the damn check, okay? Whatever. But basically, it kind of rolled into a slight argument here. It didn't get too big because this is Dr. Jackie's photo shooting on her grounds and her, her event, and she don't want to be disrespecting people like that. You know how she like to be real professional. Like, y'all want to argue, you got to take it outside. And Dr. Heavenly was like, yeah, because I ain't about to go here with Toya with this and her shenanigans, because she don't know how to run nothing. She don't know how to do shit. She don't know how to run no businesses. She don't know. Blah, 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 blah. And she tried to throw Dr. Jackie under the bus by telling Toya that was Dr. Jackie said that you was unprofessional. You was you terrible to work with, and this and that. And they like, really, for real, Dr. Jackie, you said that? And she like, I mean, I ain't say all that, like, for real. Like, I said that it was funny that, the money that came out, that we, divvied all the money up, and it came out to the same money from last year that everybody was supposed to contribute that, Toya did not, so that was funny, whatever. I mentioned that, ha 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 ha. And, whatever, we'll let it ride, we'll let it slide. But pretty much we'll see how this Met Gala goes, because is Quad and them gonna really help out, or is they gonna let Toya fail? And this is be on purpose, okay? Because like we help Jackie all day, every day, but Toya, listen, she's trying to hand out jobs. Like, you be the secretary, you be the treasurer, you be this, you be that. Listen, we'll see how it goes. This was Married to Medicine. Not a bad episode, a little filler, a little, but we'll get to the next one. Wasn't bad. It was good, So, all right. See y'all later. Check y'all out. Bye.